Let's try Alex from Baltimore. Alex, you're on the air.
Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Hey, how you doing? I'd like to actually have a question about history and how as a well-traveled person as you are, how other cultures see their history.
Okay.
Because at least on more left-leaning people in the United States, they read about American history and a lot of it is shameful. And then they personally become shamed. They say they're ashamed to be an American and this country is nothing but evil and racist. I was just curious, how do like European people feel about such things? Because they certainly have a bad history of colonialism and atrocities to native people. Are you aware of anything like that?
I don't, I mean, listen, so I know Europeans from the UK, from Spain, from France, from Italy, which has less of a colonial history, from Belgium, which has quite a colonial history, so on and so forth. Germany, what I can tell you is all the Germans I know feel really bad about the history of Nazism. And they sort of go out of their way to distance and to talk about how they completely denounce it. When it comes to places like UK, France, Spain, which also have, and Belgium, which have colonial histories, it's just never been a topic of conversation. It's a great question. How much of their identity in their country, as someone from their country, is tied up in the colonial history? It's never come up, and I don't know what that tells us. But you'd have to really ask them.
That's fair. I'm just kind of in the middle of those two. I still consider myself to be proud to be an American because there's a lot of good things, but I don't sugarcoat the terrible things we've done either. I just
Yeah,
didn't know how
for
they
me,
felt
it's like
about that.
as a naturalized American, I don't really use the term proud one way or the other. I don't say I'm proud or that there's an absence of. I just think about it more like, my family moved here because the economic situation was terrible in Argentina, and it's not a thing of pride, but I'm aware that at the time there was an economic opportunity here that didn't exist in Argentina. And I believe as an individual, I've benefited drastically from growing up in the US rather than Argentina. Like without question, I'm financially orders of magnitude better off because of that. Does that make me, it's not about proud. I recognize the opportunity that I got and I'm glad for it. Does that make sense?
That's totally fair. I guess
Yeah.
I could fall in that myself. That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. I do have a quick silly food debate question for you.
Please.
I'm going to ask you, do you prefer coffee or tea? But the whichever one you pick, the other one is completely vaporized off the face of the earth and can
Okay.
never drink it again.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer coffee. I guess if tea were vaporized, I'd have lemonade. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I always said I prefer tea if it had the same caffeine content as coffee, but that's just me.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well,
All
I'm
right.
glad we were able to sort that out.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Have a
Very
good
good.
day.
First question was excellent. Excellent. Excellent first question. Let's focus on the positive there, please, my friends. Okay. Thank you to everybody who called. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't get to more people today, but we do have a time limit and we will take calls again very, very soon.